Yeah, so in this video what I'm going to do is just show you how to swap over these screws on the levers. It's the same method on the Tech 3s as well, and on the Tech 4 as well. So the Tech 4, Tech 3 and what this is the Tech. They all use these same screws. It's the same part number. In this video I'm actually going to take this lever off and show you how to get it off. If you want, you can just skip ahead to the actual part where I take the screws out. So yeah, you need to put a little Allen key in there because there is a little grub screw that goes in there. Shouldn't be too tight, and you might want to undo that one. If it's turned in all the way, then it's going to affect where the Allen key can sit in there. So you're going to get that out. And there's the little grub screw. And then what you have is a Allen key socket there and there. So we can, it's a 3mm for this one. Is that right? There we go. If I just grab one of these. So they're both 3mm on either side. And then you can undo that. And as you start to undo it, you might see one bit starts to come out a bit more than the other. Where is it? There it is on the camera. And if you want, you can just push on that bit to try and dislodge the other bit. So what it is, one is like a nut and the other is more of a bolt. And it's a lot more difficult to get the bolt out of the long bit than the short bit. But yeah, there's your little nut off the end. And if you want, just grab your Allen key and push. And you may want to just squeeze it against you. And just wiggle that. And there you go. And when you take this off, just hold the lever together, because there is a spring connecting it all. And you should be left with something like that. So we grab some of these bits and we just put them out of the way. Yeah, so there's a little spring in there, try not to lose that. And inside here is those little brass pieces. A lot of the time, people seem to lose them, they seem to fall out, so just be aware that they should kind of stay in there. If they're relatively new or the brake's like really clean, then potentially they can fall out really easily. These ones have got grease on them, so they're kind of wedged in, stuck in there, I guess. We're going to start on this one first, and what we have to remove is on the end of the screw there is a little clip, and this is what that clip looks like. So by looking at that clip, it kind of gives you some idea where you can get some leverage on that. So what I tend to do is use this tiny little flat end for this one. And we're just going to turn the little metal clip around. So that when we lever, we're levering from this end rather than leaning against this piece of metal. This bit can take a long time actually, it can be a little bit tricky. So I'm just going to try and get that underneath. And then once you've got it out a little bit, you can kind of continue with the... well, that's picking up on camera, looks a bit blurry, but there we go. You can continue with a flat end if you want, but I tend to grab a pair of long nose pliers and just try to grab that. It's quite hard to remove it. There we go, and that's your little clip. And then once you've removed that, you can just undo the screw. And there you go, put your new one in, which I think is the black one for this. Grab your clip, long nose pliers, makes it a little bit easier to put this back on. The other thing as well, if you wanted to add a bit of grease on the threads, you can. I like to leave stuff dry because sometimes it just means that a lot of dirt sticks to it. And there is that one done. And then basically it's just the same for this little one as well. This one's a bit easier because you haven't got anything surrounding it, it's in the open. So I'm going to use these kind of pliers here to just grab that. Have we got enough grip on there? Not really. that clip, undo that one, pop your silver one in there. You might want to clean up the threads and stuff like that, clean up in there with a little cotton bud if you want. There is like a slightly different end to the screw, so sometimes it's a little bit difficult to line up the thread and it can feel a little bit hard to turn it. Pop that back in, grab our little clip that they use. And just make sure that's pushed on all the way. And there's your second one. So basically that's it. If you want to watch the rest of the video, it's just going to be putting the lever back onto this tech master cylinder. So we're going to grab the little spring, grab the other piece, and what you want to do is unwind both the screws. It just makes it a little bit easier to get the lever on because the screw won't be pressing against anything on the master cylinder. Grab the little spring, pop that together like so, line it up, and then grab the longer piece, the bolt as it were. There we go, that was really lucky actually, that was lined up perfectly, but sometimes you might need to kind of wiggle the lever up and down and back and forth as well. So just going to grab the little nutted bit on the end and then just nip this up. You don't need to go crazy with it. It's basically going to give that little tweak. Ball ended Allen key got stuck in there. And what you might notice is the whole thing still turns. And it's not really until you put this little grub screw back in, and then that locks the lever to this kind of pivot. So we're just going to open that up. This can be a little bit tricky. It's a bit of a weird angle. There we go. So you can see that's kind of the angle that the grub screw has to go in at. Can sometimes spend a while messing around with that, and once it's kind of stopped turning, we just give it a little tweak. There we go. And there you go, in there, and that's it. And then make sure they click nicely and that they're not rolling about by themselves. They've got some resistance. So there you go. There's how to do your little screws for your levers on the Tech 3 and also Tech 4. Same process basically.